welcome to Something Else Amiga Stuff. This time we have something really special, Clark. Hey, this is my video and I want to do the intro. Hello and welcome to Something Else Amiga Stuff. This time we have three
That is exactly
real special things.
what I said.
Without further waiting, let's get to it. Let's see what we have today. Today on the show, we're going to be reviewing the BFG9060 accelerator for the Amiga 3000 and 4000. Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome to Something Really Special. Today on the show, we're going to be checking out the three new things actually. The BFG9060 68060 accelerator. Actually, it's a 68040 and 68060 accelerator for the Amiga 3000 and 4000. Next up, mid-flight, we're going to be checking out the Live 2 Gotta Go Fast Z3 256 meg fast RAM board, and finally, the Heinrich Richter I2C controller board. Alright, so the BFG 9060 is a project from Matthias Matzi Heinrich. And it originated on A1K.org. It was originally called the 4000 TK or the A4000 TK. It later changed to the BFG 9060. This was recently reviewed in Amiga Future Magazine episode 157, July 2022. And it's an open-ish source 060 accelerator for the 3 and 4000s. And it can support an 060, like a Rev 6, at up to 100 megahertz. The card comes with onboard 128 megs of RAM right here. Cool. And yes, it will do a 68040. You got to reposition a couple ferrite beads down here on L4 and L5 or L2, L4 for some voltages. It does have also, I don't know if you can see that, it does also have a fan header, and up here is like a flash ROM up here in the corner, which allows you to like boot Kickstart 3.1 or below with an 060 because they don't support that. There's a JTAG connector right here. Up where my finger is the I2C bus. What's an I2C bus? It's the 060s contain an internal temperature sensor, and you can monitor the voltages with the I2C bus card. You can also like control a couple fans on it or anything else that does I2C. The jumpers in the CPLD here is where you can control the bus speed overclocking-ish of the 68060. That Z3 fast RAM here is available in 128 or 256 meg versions for the 3 or 4000. This is the 256 meg version. For this purpose, email the following person listed below in the description with your request. He is a trusted builder from the East Coast of the United States, only a few states away from me in Pennsylvania. Kavanaugh's on the forums, Discord, and socials, but his email address is down below in the old bot-friendly ways, so they don't spam the crap out of them. But you can email him, Kavanaugh's Kavanoz, and reach out. Let him know, hey, I saw Chris's video on the BFG. I'm interested. Hook me up. But, you know, it's not a commercial sale. We're not putting this up on a website for sale. I just have these for review, and that's what I'm going to do. Ready for the big test. This is my Amiga 4000, serial number 439. Yep, that low. And she's white, really white, clean. A long time ago, I restored this after I purchased it from someone at QVC, the company that took over the building where Commodore was. Anyway, just jamming the Space Debris on Music Mod because it's a great one. It was either that or Guitar Slinger. Inside of this Amiga is a Warp Engine 040 from Macro Systems. It's just at 25 megahertz, but it has 128 megs of RAM on board. And I have not used the SCSI on it. I'm still using the IDE because I have an SSD in here. Yes, an SSD. Let's turn this off. Why? Two major things. Number one, I spent several $100s of not my money, PayPal credit, bought myself a 1999 Rev 6 060. We're going to put the BFG 9060 in this bad boy and see what we can get her to. Now, I'm leaving this alone at 50 megahertz. With the Rev 6 chip, I should be able to jack that puppy up to 100 megahertz. Just so you know, all 68060s are 50 megahertz. You get higher achievement speeds by overclocking them. 66, 75, 90. Playing around with some crystals, your mom. Alright, so here we are looking down the barrel. Now this is a Warp Engine 040 from Macro Systems. It has SCSI right here on the side. 128 megs of RAM. There's a CPU fan. Cable management's been really good on this one. I'm going to pop this up and remove it. Get my fan wire out of here, because I'm going to be reusing that. That's the Warp Engine 040 from Stephen L. Kelsey. And it says Warp Engine under there, you can barely see it. There's a long heatsink on it. Alright, right here. A4000 jumpers. 102 internal, 104 internal, which I did. Oh, okay, so I'm going to install the BFG in here, but with my 3640 and the other one, I took my 50 megahertz crystal out because remember it had that rubber inner slot? So I'm going to reinsert my 50 megahertz crystal and let's see what happens. Low, high, and there we go. Woohoo! We'll slide this cover back over. Okay, in order to run these tests, I have to get out of a promoted RGB screen mode. So I'm going to do that. So in order to run Which Amiga, I have to remove this card because it's not RTG friendly. But that's okay. I'm going to pull it out and we'll be old school. Now can I run Which Amiga? Oh my god, this looks horrible. Yes! We have an Amiga. Holy crap, is that even legible? Woo! Right now this is a Rev 4 LC 68060. No FPU, no big deal. It's a test. This is a test review, okay? Not my chip. 68060, 4203, AGA, blah, 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 blah. The crap in the bottom. Individual computers, Xsurf 100, my Ethernet card. Reserve product unknown ID72. That's the Live 2, gotta go fast, Z3R, faster, that thing. A1K.org, 68060TK, which is the BFG 512K. So your computer is an Amiga 4000. Awesome sauce. So if you have 400 megs of fast RAM, it takes the Amiga just a little bit longer to boot than your 5 seconds of 8 meg RAM. Beach ball, raw megahertz, no FPU, and then I'm going to swap out the 060 Rev 6. Alright, so 10 seconds. 10 seconds. We are at 50 megahertz. LC 060, 060, D-burst copy back, Insta, data cache, MMU. Great. Can't do any floating point operations in FP math, but standard math. Great. So 10.96 seconds. It's the best I can do on raw CPU math. I'm not worried about anything else. It's an LC. Which Amiga we saw? Right now, she is at 37,571, 2.05 times faster than a 4,000, 39 MIPS, 2.3 on the chip speed. Blah, blah, blah. Memory. Whole freaking butt ton. So 128 megs on the accelerator, 16 megs on the board, 256 megs on the Live 2 gotta go faster thing, 400 and something megs, or 400 and something megs total. Flipping awesome. Holy crap. Now, can this card be better? Hell yeah, it can. If you have no problem spending a butt ton of money, you can get a $375 68060. I write prices on them when I die. My wife will kind of have a figure of what stuff costs and not get screwed over. To swap this chip, I'm going to be using the shovel. The shovel is one of these. The old 486 PPC shovels. That way I don't have to take the card out. I can just whoop, beep, boop, and swap it. Lift, there's the side, lift. Oh, so much easier. Popped right out. We'll put that right there. We'll grab the expensive sauce. 68060 Rev 6. Look for the dot. Oh, I can't see anything. That's not Helmut Goober. Lights are off. Oh no, went right in. Pow, pow. That was easy. Alright. This will take a minute to boot. Wow, it's 50 megahertz still. Nothing special. Remember what I said about that chip. So we're going to go to DH1, sysinfo. Yep. Now we're 6860 with the 882 and 060. Speed, is it any better than whatever? No. It's just got more vitamins or something. And does some more stuff. 37601, 39 MIPS, 39.24, 2798, 2.30 on chip. Great. Phone me now. That's not what we're here for. We want to run the thing that crashes my system, which is that which Amiga thing. Now you can see here in the gray on black text, she's a 49.5 Rev 6, 49.5. I don't know what that crap is. It's accurate. It's 50 megahertz. Kickstart unknown, works unknown, Xsurf, took out the live2, a1k.org, BFG. Let me reboot. That thing is the BFG bootloader ROM that allows Kickstart 3.1s to have an 060. So that blue jizzle biz, that's what that's for. So this is made for the 3000 desktop and the 4000 desktop and the 4000 tower. One more time, evaluating system. Now we can crank the onions up. So I can do 40 math. So what we're going to do is go, yep, doesn't matter. Beach ball was 10 seconds on the original one. You can still see we're at 50 megahertz. We're going to crank her up in a bit. Beach ball, 1.08. So 9-second increase. Stock 4000 right here, 040. You can see we gave her the onions here. She ate them up. Alright, let's go to CP math. CP math is standard code processor 1.34. 040 math, HOS, even though it's 060, 1.08. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's cool, Chris. What can you do with all this power? Well, I still got 145 megs of RAM, as you can see on the top, without the live2 board. Live2 board is only that big. Hey, look at this meat mullet. So, yep, 256 megs right here. Gotta go faster. Love the wordplay on that. I'm going to turn this off. We're going to follow the instructions that I was given. I'm leaving my RTG card out for now, just for maximum video compatibility. I'll figure all the little stuff later. So, BFG JP2 for CPU speed. S1 or S0 equals 1, S1 equals 0 for 100 megahertz. What am I at? 91.9 without a fan on the stock dude. That was super simple. I just didn't want you to see my big old fat belly in the way, so I did it off camera. Holy stuffings. Watch how fast this is. It's 100 megahertz, right? Boom, boom, boom. Holy crap. That's like awesome. I just have it in crappy resolution so I can run which Amiga, because that's the only thing I needed to run, and it changes screen mode and it doesn't like a Cirrus Logic chip. But as you can see, 68060 Rev 6, I don't know if this is legible, at 99.1. That's close enough to me. You can see down here on the bottom, the A1K community is 68060. That's the BFG 9060 for the Amiga 3000 and the Amiga 4000. Almost forgot. I forgot to do AIBB at 100 megahertz. I don't remember. 040 math, beach ball. 0.64 seconds. Nice. That's awesome, isn't it? 0.64 seconds. Let's do something else. Flops. Hitting it hard. 100 megahertz. Got a fan on it. Yep. Whatever that means. 134 times better than a 4000. Dry stones. I don't know. There you go. Stuff. Numbers. 172,202 dry stones. 75,204. So, but still, I'm 4 times faster. 78 MIPS, 55 megaflops. It says warping. That's kind of neat. 6860, 882, Rev 6. Copy back is off. Cool. Memory, just 128 megas on the board. 16 mega fast, 2 mega chip. Drive speed has been increased. 3.276, not cached. DH1, a little slower because I got a whole bunch of crap on it. 2.7. This is built-in IDE port on the 4000, by the way. DH0, 2.7. DH2 has the least files, so 3.2 megabytes per second. Not bad. That's what gives us this ultimate redraw. Like, she draws. Super quick. Watch this. System. Boom. Bing. Look, it's cache. No, this one. That one. I mean, whatever you can toss at it. Janitor, I mean, it just rocks. That's the 100 megahertz test of stuff. Gotta do some light wave and some other crap. Gotta load it up. Gotta put it back together. Gotta put the video cards and all that stuff back in and get her sorted. Elude, we come in peace. 100 megahertz. CPU is at 88 degrees with a fan on it. Rolling. 100 megahertz. It's cooler. 85. Hottest spot I can get is 87.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 30.9 on the old communist scale. Not bad. This demo takes a lot of horsepower to run. My 4000 tower quick pack can't run this at 50. My 4000 is back over in its home right there, all buttoned up, 100 megahertz, just sitting there running right now, just jamming out to some Christmas music. How about that? So you're probably wondering, hey, there's my 4000 running at 100 megahertz. I don't have an 060, or I just want the card, or I want the memory board, or I want the IC2 protocol board that I didn't get into yet, but still available. So let's get into it. Kavanaugh's builds these. He's in America and East Coast-ish like me. This card, this BFG9060, is $250 US with 128 megs of RAM on board, and you saw it kicks butt with a Rev 6 at 100 megahertz. Plus shipping. If you want a LC060, that's no FPU, but it has an MMU. That's $300 plus shipping. Not bad. $300, 060, 128 megs of RAM, and you can crank the crap out of it. There's also sellers on Amiga. Don't get me wrong, this is not a commercial product. It's not meant to be. But, you know, builders are all around the world, on Amiga, on A1K, everywhere, building these things and selling them. Not like in stores. I'm sure some stores going to violate the agreement and be shipping them soon. The current offerings are around €300 plus shipment or €320 plus shipment with CPUs. So, because I'm like an Amiga crack dealer apparently, special pricing for you guys. If you're interested right now, $250 US for a card with 128 megs of RAM. You put your own CPU in. Please note, anything above a Rev 1, you're good. EC, LC, XC, whatever you got, it's going to be fine. There are 65 cards currently available. 65. That's a lot of cards. Sorta. There's 11,000 plus of you guys out there that buy stuff up. So, as usual, you know, grab it if you want it. If not, you're going to have to pay the inflated prices everywhere else. If you want a Live to Zorro 3 Gotta Go Faster 256 meg RAM card, $75. $75 for 256 megs of RAM on your Amiga. Holy crap. Yeah, buddy. The ICY board, or the ICEY board, that's this thing. CPLD ICY. So that's this protocol board. Those are $100. And they do a lot more than just monitor temperatures, okay? Fan control, all sorts of stuff. So, the email address I will post right here. I'm not saying it out loud for the algorithm to catch, or spammers, and I'm just spelling it out with a DOTCOM, not writing the whole email out, the whole nine. So here is the email address to write to. This is the seller that, my hand's in the way, this is the seller that I bought mine from, okay? And, great builder, quality's top shelf, just like most of these builds. Solder joints are clean, the card worked. I had some issues with my 3000 tower, but that was on me because it's not supported, and I said, well, I'll test it. I tested wrong. So this is for a 3000 or a 4000 desktop and 4000 tower. All been tested in those systems, they work fine. The newest firmware that you'll get on your card works with the 4000T SCSI unit and most of the 3000 SCSI devices when in 50 megahertz. If you crank it higher, you're going to have to be booting off something else because there's an issue where it doesn't do the DMAC something SCSI science. It's all on the forums. You'll have to look it up. So be wary of that before you go and pull the trigger. But for a 4000, she's IDE. Bam! It even increased my hard drive speed way faster. You saw how quick it was in that video, like 3.7 megs from 1.5. Hell yeah, that was a great increase. So that's all I got. Once again, $250 with just the card and the RAM. $75 for the Live 2. Gotta Go Faster Z3, 256. $100 for the ICEY board, protocol communications board. And $300 with an LC060 included. And RAM. So that's a whole turnkey solution. RAM, CPU, and card. $300 plus shipping, whoopity-doo. And you're good to go. So there are 55 Zorro 3 RAM cards, 75 ICEY boards, and 65 BFG9060s. They're all in black. They look great. And I hope you guys are able to get one. So that's all I got for this video segment on these new boards. Check them out, grab them if you can. Buy yourself a nice Christmas present. Why not? It's super cheap. Don't tell your wife. Maybe he can even write you a receipt to what you told your wife or partner that it cost. It was 20 bucks. Anywho, thank you guys for hanging out today. I hope to see you soon in the future. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps a brother out. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.